Squirrel! Fat Tones.
What's up?
Reaper. So, Fat Tones went to Colorado to his uncle's to pick up a few things. Also almost got stranded there.
Yep.
So he's on, what transmission are you on?
If I have to place this one, it's number 5.
Yeah, he's like on the 5th transmission. He just had some gears go out in his old one not too long ago. Had them fixed or transmission replaced or whatever. And had, like, I guess first gear on this transmission go out while he was gone. So it took you 20 something hours to get back when it should have taken you like maybe half or less than that.
Due to complications, yes.
Yeah, so he had a very slow ride. But one of the things he brought back is actually a wedding gift for his mother from your uncle. And this thing is super clean and awesome, guys. Check this out. 63, right?
63.
So 63 Chevy Nova. So the plan here is his uncle is buying all the parts and stuff needed to fix and basically get this thing back up to status. Tony is going to be the mechanic and pretty much get this thing going and partially restored for his mother. Check it out. Get my ass in here. Dudes, this thing is pretty freaking clean for being a 63. There's a little rust in this floorboard down here, but he's got a replacement floor pan. Oh. So, that'll be an easy fix. Tones and I can show him how to do some stuff and basically let him do most of the work. He's been wanting to learn body work anyway. So like things like this.
Show it off.
And like this. All super easy fixes. Like if you guys have ever done any body work or stuff on these old cars, coming from Colorado, very little rust. You guys do know though, all those little things I just showed you are super easy, super quick fixes in the sense of, you know, body work world. Okay guys, so I'm editing this video and I realized I didn't really take account for the wind that day. So I've done my best to go back through and fix and clean up some of the audio, but some of it was just too far gone. The wind was really a lot worse than what I thought it was, I guess. So my apologies there. So some of that stuff I had to kind of cut out, wasn't usable. You couldn't get any audio out of it. But basically what I was trying to explain in this part of the video is that not only did they go out there to get that 63 Nova for Fat Tony's mother, but they also picked up a 1955 CJ6 that his uncle gave Fat Tony. So they were bringing that all back at the same time, and about 30 miles or so out of Kansas City, because they apparently had like a slow oil leak, run the car or the Nova out of oil, and in so many words, kind of somewhat seized up the engine. So unfortunately, when they were in Kansas City, they had to offload the Jeep, leave the Jeep in Kansas City, load up the Nova, and bring the Nova back. So at some point, Tony is going to go back and get his Willys. But that's pretty much the rundown of it. It was just a very unfortunate situation for them, and you know, these things kind of happen sometimes. But anyway, guys, here's the rest of the video. But unfortunately, he had to leave the Jeep in Kansas City, put this car on the trailer, get it back so he can take the U-Haul back. But let's circle back around to that here a little later and get some video of Fat Tony's Jeep, because when you get it out here, we need to take it for a little test spin out there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dudes, isn't that awesome? Like, okay, so when I was leaving the property out there at the dirt road where the mailboxes are, I saw this thing kind of coming down the road, and I just waited because I was like, that kind of looks like an old school military truck. So apparently what it is, I'm pretty sure it's an old military M37 front end on a flatbed, and they're hauling a trailer with this super cool little old car. Dude, this thing is awesome. I'll see if I can get a little better video of this thing up here, but this setup is super cool, man. That is kick-ass. Okay, unfortunately that's all I could get. I was hoping he'd stop there at the gas station so I could get in there and see if he'd let me take video of it, but he just kind of kept on going. I probably would have followed him a little ways to see if he did stop anywhere. Yeah, I know that's a little strange, yeah, no, that thing was just super cool, man. I wanted to get better video of it. I wish I had enough time to pick up my phone or my camera as he was passing to get the video of, you know, the front of the truck and everything. It's just super cool, man. You guys would have loved that. So we got what we got, but I just didn't have the time to see if he was going to pull over at Dollar General or anywhere else, you know, along that route. I've got to hurry up and get into town and take care of some financial stuff, and then head back to the hospital to spend some time with Pops today. So since I wasn't able to make it in yesterday, I was gone over the weekend, Saturday afternoon, Sunday, and got back kind of Monday morning-ish. But by the time I got back, I was just kind of really tired and burnt out, and with everything I had going on, I was trying to do, by the time I finished a couple of those things, man, I was falling asleep standing up, and sat down and was trying to decide, you know, hey, am I going to go ahead and try and go in tonight and stay with Pops, or, you know, what am I going to do? Well, a decision kind of got made up for me as I fell asleep in my chair for about 2 hours, got up and still could barely stay awake, so I took another hour nap, got up a little later in the day, and just ultimately decided that it'd be better if I came in today to see him and spend time with him so I could do, well, other things I needed to do all in one kind of kick, especially with yesterday being President's Day and some of those places being closed. So I'm pretty sure he'll understand. You know, when I called in, the nurse in the ICU was telling me that he did have kind of a little down moment for a while earlier in the day, and either tried to pull out his Foley or catheter, or did pull it out, I don't know which, and then also tried to pull out his trach. So, but then shortly after that, he balanced back out, and he was kind of like his normal joking, talking self. So, you know, he definitely goes up and down on things every so often, just different parts of the day, bits and pieces of confusion, and just, you know, he's almost like a split personality is all I can say. So I don't know how things went last night, or if, you know, he had some downgrade like that again and then bounced back. I mean, that's just kind of going to be like the new norm for a while. I hope it's not permanent, but we just don't know. It's still too early to tell where things are going to finally fall. It's going to be probably months before we know that. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get in, see how he's doing, and hopefully he's in a pretty good place when I get there, because we got some things to talk about as usual. You know, I like to update him and keep him posted, and, you know, have conversation with him. I think it kind of helps keep him a little more clear, or at least, you know, just makes him feel a lot better. So
the next day.
Okay, I know it's highly unlikely any of you are ever actually going to believe this, but I swear to God, this literally just happened to me. So, standing on the porch, decided I needed to take a leak. Country life, whatever, pee off the porch, cool. So, peeing off the porch, peeing on this tree in between the solar shower and porch. Hear a whole bunch of rustling the leaves over here, and it turns out it's two squirrels. So one chasing the other, comes back around through here, winds back around, jumps up in this pile of this tree we cut down back here to prevent the squirrels from getting in the attic on the back of the house. So they're playing around here a little bit, coming back around, and they start coming this way. Now, at this rate, I'm about midway done. Man, I'm like halfway through. So they start coming around, they wind up around here, and just, yeah, straight up through here. Now, I don't know if they just didn't see me or what was going on. I swear to God, I thought they were going to come up here on the porch and like run up my leg or something, man. But first one cuts right around the tree like this and just totally gets covered. Keeps going to the front yard. And as this is going on, you know, I'm just like, I can't believe this is happening, man. It's so weird. So I stop and I'm like, what are you doing, squirrel? So the first one keeps going. And the second one in horror stops right here, coming around this tree. I mean, he just grabs a hold of the tree, and his little head, man, is looking right up at me in horror, and he's just getting he's just getting covered. And the dude just like, I can't stop, man. I'm midstream, so he's just like, what's going on? Oh my God. Freaking shakes himself off and waddles back, just slow as can be, like in total shame. Stops right here, and then the other one went over there behind the charger and kind of hung out there for a minute and then kept going. So this other one, which he's gone now, and I'm sure they'll be back a little later, continues just to waddle over here, and he climbs up in that brush pile, and yeah, he I think probably finally realized what happened and how much crap he was gonna get. I swear to God, that literally just happened not even 10 minutes ago. I'm still trying to process it. I literally made a post on Facebook about it, which is something I probably normally wouldn't do, but I want to remember this, and thus I decided why not pick up the camera too and tell you guys. Like I said, even though you probably don't believe that, I swear to God it just happened. If it wasn't weird, I would probably start, you know, maybe carrying a camera with me when I take a leak, but yeah, there's like no reason for me to carry a camera to take a pee. But I kind of wish I did, because that would have been a freaking awesome video. I can't believe that just happened. Alright, so great news, guys. Especially if you saw probably the previous video or the Father Time update video. He did get approved for LTEC. I'm at the hospital right now. He's got, let's see here, probably about another 45 minutes to an hour. The ambulance is on its way now for transport. And apparently he had 2 really good days these past 2 days, working with physical therapy and getting out of bed and sitting in a chair. Not really able to still stand or walk on his own, but you know, they're still getting him in a chair and kind of doing all that. So that was really awesome. He was awake when I got here earlier, and alert enough that I was able to kind of have a conversation with him, and his speech was a little better, so you know, I could kind of understand him a lot better. And then I read him his 3 cards that came in, which was pretty awesome. He kind of nodded off and fell asleep on the 3rd one, so you know, but that's no big deal, because I'll take all these cards and everything back up with me when I go up there to meet him in Springfield tomorrow. So pretty much anytime I'm there, or I'll even leave him there with him while he's staying there at the center, so that way he can read them anytime he wants as well. So this is awesome, guys. Yeah, so I won't be following him up tonight, but I will be going sometime in the morning, and I'll spend most of the day with him tomorrow, stay the night, spend some more time with him Monday, and then, you know, like I said in the previous video, come back and just start trying to figure things out and decide what my schedule for you know, going up there and how long, and, you know, just all that stuff, you know, and finances for that type of travel as well. So, yeah, sorry of the quality of the video. I'm using my phone because apparently I forgot my SD card in the camera. Go figure. That really wasn't all that important to me. I grabbed the camera and got halfway here and was like, oh, yeah, I don't have that, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm going to get back in the hospital and spend a little time with Pops and see him off and make sure he's good to go, and just remind him that, yeah, I'll see him tomorrow, and we'll start this road of recovery, guys. So
1, 2, 3. I know, buddy.
All right, he's kind of on the edge. All right, Phil, lots of seatbelts, okay? We're gonna get you buckled in.
Like that?
I think so. So I think that will go, yep, that should go right to our piece. Cool, that's not too bad.
all right, Father Time is officially on his way to recovery center as of 3 o'clock. It's now 3:16. I'm heading out of town and heading back to the house. I'm gonna go ahead and get all these things I gotta get taken care of the rest of the evening, and get everything I need to get ready to go for tomorrow morning, and then I'll be heading that way to spend a good part of the day with him tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow's a good day, and hopefully the ambulance ride up is a good time for him. So that all being said, guys, we're finally heading in the right direction, thankfully. You know, thank God. A lot of prayers were answered with that, but you know, of course, we're still not out of the water yet. He's got a ways to go, and he's gonna have some good days, and he's gonna have probably a lot of bad days with those good days. So just keep praying and keep him in your thoughts and prayers, you know. And I'll continue to keep you guys updated as things progress. So, all right, man. As always, stay frosty, ride or die. Reaper out.